everybody. Happy Saturday.
Hi.
I want to thank you guys for hopping on with me tonight. I know this is usually not when we do Sister Wives, but tomorrow I'm going to be out all day and night, so I wanted to make sure we cover this episode before tomorrow night's episode aired, because this is a really good episode, and I didn't want to combine them. So thanks for being here on your Saturday night. And listen, we're going to have a good old-fashioned drag fest tonight. We're gonna let Robyn and Kody have it. At least I am. I don't know about everybody else, but
my TV is still upset at me for yelling at it. It's not speaking to me anymore.
Oh, I almost wish I could air them live so you could get my reactions, because I don't know how anybody could watch that and not want to strangle Kody and Robyn. I don't know. But
I think you can do that on TikTok. When you can go live on TikTok, you can stream it live and react.
Well, I can go live on TikTok now, so maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll cross that bridge later.
Yes.
I'm still working off my iPad, so I don't have full use of everything. Let me say hi to the people in the chat. Paul's calling me. Sorry, Paul. I just put a really damning post up about Karini's new man. So hold on, let me just text him.
We love you, Paul. Sorry.
But let me say everybody. So Patty S, hello. Mel B, hello. Barbie, Digital Pen, Sheila, Jewel, and I can't go to the top of the chat, so I can only go as far as my iPad lets me. Ellie, Cindy Luhu. Let's see, Janelle, Pineapple Yates, Vulture Lady. Oh, you're new. Hi. Let's see who else is here. Brittany Lynn, Positive Paula. Hello. Truly Loving Life. Hello. Jay Freak. Hello. Hope you're feeling better. Mel, I hope you're feeling better. And listen, the snippets for next week were better than this show, which I thought this show was actually pretty phenomenal. This episode was pretty good. Kody had to have his Days of Our Live moment. So we'll see that tomorrow. Actually, the good thing about doing this so late is that we don't have to wait that long.
No.
To see the the next show. So it's less than 24 hours. We'll see how this ends out. Hey Criddle. All right, so let me start my other intro, and then we'll get into it.
Teeny tiny shots. You give your.
Just playing. I gotta keep you guys on your feet. Hold on.
That one on.
He is. He's fabulous, and he's on the inside.
Hold that one on.
And he's on the inside.
All right, let's get into it. I'm really looking forward to this. All right, so Sister Wives, let's do it. We see at the beginning of the episode, Christine took Isabel to North Carolina to go to college, where she's going to be staying with Maddie and Caleb, and and be living there while she goes. It took her 6 days, and I was thinking you, Maria, actually, the whole time I was watching that scene, because you just did that.
I did the exact same thing, yes, except my car wasn't packed to the brim, and I didn't have an extra sibling in there in the back, Truly was just buried in the back seat. But yep, I did the same thing with my son, and
you literally drove across the country and back. So I was thinking about you the whole time, oh my God, Maria.
But it's a great opportunity to connect and bond one-on-one. It's great. It's a shame that Kody missed out on that connection with Isabel. But
you had to drive back alone.
I had a great time driving back alone. It was fine.
And then you met Anna on the way back,
I did.
and you got some honey. How's that
I got
honey
some
working
honey.
out, by the way?
I haven't. I got a spicy one, and I haven't tried it yet. I really should try it. But the toffee was very rich. It was like very sweet. So I have to like pace myself.
All right.
I did wax my countertops though, because I have wood countertops in this house, and I did wax them. She sells furniture wax too, with the beeswax and a nice lemon smell. I waxed my entire countertop with it. So
Is it better than like the Murphy's oil?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
nice. Mm-hmm.
Okay, see, remember those Murphy oil commercials like back in the day, like when like you'd be in the church and the nuns would be like wiping with like the Murphy's oil. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Really dating myself. Addie, did you not the Murphy's oil commercials?
I remember yes,
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I'm old.
Well, you're not that old. You're not on like Geritol, are you?
Not yet, but that's soon. Aw.
Oh, Sheila, I hope that is not true. I hope it's not true.
Wait,
but let's.
culturally. Oh, first off, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, we're doing, yeah, of course. Like, what you mean? Tomorrow night's episode? We've covered every episode. That's why I had to like do this right now and tonight, because like I couldn't not cover it because I'm gonna be gone. I'll be gone all day and all night tomorrow. There's no way I'm gonna be able to cover it. So I wanted to make sure we squoze this in tonight. So yes, we're gonna cover it. And if you think this episode's this recap's gonna be a drag session, wait till Monday night probably. Right? We'll do it on Monday.
If you want, we can do Monday. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need to do this on Monday. So thank you, Vulture Lady. I appreciate that. Hey, Wicked Wisdom. So all right, so Julie's in the back, just like in her sarcophagus.
She had that face.
Just misery on her face. Just. Ugh.
But listen, like when we used to go, where I live now is where we used to vacation when I was a kid. Like my grandparents had like a summer house here. So like, and my grandparents, like when we used to drive down here, we had like an 88 Toyota Corolla hatchback. And that was me in the back seat of the car, like this, just dealing with it. Now, thankfully on my end, it was only a 3-hour drive. Truly, on the other hand, is way better than I am. So like, she's young.
I'm sure they shoveled her out, or suctioned her out of the car every 2 hours or whatever.
Help me! Oh, she must have been so hard. Yes.
And then they're talking about Truly and what did I write? Still doesn't want to move.
Yeah, she doesn't want to leave Flagstaff.
She got used to Flagstaff. She got, that's her schooling there and whatever. So yeah, I get that. That sucks. And I moved around a lot as a kid. I mean, I went to 4 different high schools. That's how often we moved. So yeah, I understand that.
Moved a lot too.
And I wasn't an army brat or nothing.
No.
They just. And now I'm like the same. Now I'm like the same way. I'm like, I get bored. Let's move. Like like I can't tell you how much I want to leave here, for other reasons more on top of it. But like I want to move. So in Utah, Christine says that they'll be in between Aspen and McKelty. And those are Christine's kids. And Aspen, was it Aspen? No, it was Isabel who was saying that she's excited to see healthy relationships.
Yes, that's what Isabel said. Yep. She thinks it's hard on a kid not to see a functional relationship, and that it will be good for Truly to see, McKelty and Tony and Aspen and Mitch who have healthy relationships, which I agree. Sometimes you have to get that influence somewhere else on what a good relationship looks like when you can't have it at home. Thank you, Wicked Wisdom.
And Wicked, let's answer Wicked. Let's take it, Thank you, Wicked. So you guys, can we find one redeeming quality for Kody? Maria?
He's very articulate.
He's got
I
a great
wouldn't
eyebrow
say
movement.
articulate because when you say someone's articulate, that means like they have a bit of class to them. You know what I mean? Like that they're well worded. Like I would say instead of like articulate, I would say verbose.
Oh, okay. He's verbose. Sure. He
Right or
seems
wrong,
in
though.
touch with his own emotions, not
Saying
anybody
someone
else's.
But saying someone is articulate is a compliment.
I agree.
It is.
But that's what my job was. I'm supposed to say something nice, right?
Thank you,
And
Vulture
how about
Lady,
you?
again.
Oh, I didn't say that. Addie, how about you? Can you find something redeeming about one redeeming quality about Kody?
He's got great eyebrow movement.
There you go.
This whole show is about eyebrows. I mean,
mine are over the top today.
I would say that Kody still knows how to like fake him being bald. I'm waiting for him to do like the Trump comb over.
mm-hmm.
Like I don't know, just shave your hair, like get rid of the perm, man, or the Soul Glow that you're still using from Coming to America to get your hair like that. Like I don't know.
I don't know.
Like,
I kind of like the curly tendrils better than when he had long straight hair.
Well, listen, I could do tendrils. Look, I'm growing my hair out, man. Should I get a curling iron and like curl them? Like. That's why I'm trying to grow my hair out on top, so that's why I'm wearing a hat right now. But like, should I like curl them like Kody? Like, should I do that?
A nice little.
You can try. I don't think it's gonna look the same. Ooh, that looks nice.
I'm having short hair, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna grow my hair out. So that's why it's just So Vulture Lady says there are no redeeming qualities to Kody. Not even the tendrils, Vulture Lady. Not even the tendrils.
Not everybody's into ramen. Some people are, but not everybody.
This is Cindy Lou.
What did she say?
You know what?
His hair perms nicely.
He has pretty boo-boo curls.
Wait, I gotta get to the bottom. Where does it say
this
that?
is a drag fest. Get it. Play it. I said this is gonna be a drag fest, so we're gonna drag. So can someone get me a curling iron for Christmas? Because I said I needed one for my wigs, and the people said your Party City wigs will like burn if you put a curling iron. So now I need a curling iron for my own natural hair, and like my hair doesn't go back. Like I'm not trying to hide anything. Like I have hair. Like Cody's hair, almost like my Kody. But like
Oh, crimper. There you go. Get a crimper.
Yeah. Give me a crimper and a curling iron. Two things I need for Christmas. So okay, back to it. All right, so they are in blah blah blah. You asked for McKelty, I've always said that. So then we see Christine at they finally get to Madison's house and they're all having dinner and Hunter's there. Where's Hunter been?
I know. Where has Hunter been? What does it say? They said that he was in Baltimore. Is that what they said?
Baltimore, yeah.
And that you can't come and visit him at his house. Oh, so he just comes down and visits from Maddie and Caleb's house. And I'm like,
isn't Hunter like in the military?
Isn't he the one? I think so.
I think he is. I think he's in the military.
Okay.
He was the wrestler, right? Wasn't Hunter the wrestler?
I don't know. Some of them look the same to me. I don't know. I can't tell who's who.
That's racist, Maria. You can't say that. No.
They're siblings. It's okay, right?
It's like I thought the second one sitting over in that one picture was it was Gwen and it was Gabe. I'm so sorry.
But it was, it's nice. Like, it's very clear how this family aligns now because you have Team Janelle and Christine, and then you have Kody and Robyn, and then Mary, who is somewhere else. Like, who cares? Like, and like the funny thing is, I told Kody about this earlier. I'm like, and same with him. When we first started watching this show, Mary was our favorite. Like, I felt, I just always kind of felt for Mary, and I could not stand Janelle or Christine. And also, when the show first started, Big Love was also on HBO. You guys watch Big Love on HBO?
Absolutely.
And like, Christine reminded me of Chloe Sevigny. What's her name? Christine reminded me of her. Like, and now it's like I can't stand Mary. Like, she's like just rancid. Bitter, rancid.
Yes.
Quite. Mean. But we'll get to Mary's part in a minute, because they gave Mary a few minutes of airtime today, so
she had
we'll cover
quite a bit.
Then, speaking of Mary, next scene is Mary at Pier 1, right, at the B&B with her new best friend.
Did I write that one down because I thought it was boring? I might not have. Oh, I did.
Thank you, Wicked. Thank you, Wicked.
Why are you Hunter Stalker? Are you a stalker? Listen, outside his window right now. Let me know what color his couch is. Okay. Hey, Graham. Yeah. Like, listen. If you're outside of Hunter's, if you're stalking him, give me the. Okay. So no, I did talk to a Brown family member.
Okay.
I did, but I don't want to say which one.
Okay.
Because I don't want that family member to get spooked and not talk to me anymore. So
right.
I was very impressed with myself. I'm like, oh my God, it only took me 12 years. But listen, if you play that long game, it pays, man. Just play the long game. Just keep chipping and charging, and sooner or later you'll get an answer from somebody. So, yeah. All right. So Mary is at Pier 1 with her friend Jen. Okay, and
yeah, that's where she is.
Jen was there with her when she was going through the catfishing thing and
right.
blah blah blah. And I guess Jen was moving, and she decided to stay at Mary's B&B for a few months mid-move. Like, can someone make sense for that for me?
She decided to come in and take over so that Mary could go about doing her Mary stuff, whatever that is. I have no idea.
Yeah, I think she's a ride or die, right? So
Yes.
when Mary needed help because her mother died,
right.
Jen dropped what she was doing to help her out.
Took the kids and everything and went there. And she's actually still. I don't know if she's still there now, because I just saw them live yesterday, and Mary wasn't local.
The way that you said it, like, at first she was like coming there for the summer, and then but I feel like she's still there running it. Like, I think she didn't continue on with her quest. I right or wrong? It was very like, huh?
I think my problem is that I didn't care, so I didn't pay enough attention.
And there's that too. So, listen, I'm like, oh my God, I just, I had Mary on my Periscope years ago, and but she's just awful now. Like, and I never thought in a million years. Go back to my tweets. Put in my Twitter name and Sister Wives and see how awful I was to Christine and Janelle, because I've been bad, and I don't delete shit, so it's all there if you want to read it. But Janelle is so lovable right now. I just want to hug her.
Oh my goodness.
And Janelle was always like, buy the book, and she had her banker's visor on with the adding machine, with the calculator, no, you can't do this, no, you can't do that, right or wrong,
no.
Janelle.
She's always been my favorite, so I don't know. I'm all about Janelle. Give me some Janelle action. I mean, don't give me some Janelle action, but
I've always liked
give me some Janelle action.
Christine because Christine reminds me of myself, very ADHD, just in how she is, and yes. But Janelle, I at first I didn't, but now I think for me it's the whole ride or die now that we're starting to see between Janelle and Christine, where Janelle is now stepping forward.
Cody, sorry, Addie. Cody, can you style my hair? I need tendrils like Cody Brown. Can you come here? I feel like I'm missing out because I do have tendrils. Can you please curl my hair right now so I have the Cody Brown tendrils?
That looks pretty good like that. Just leave it like that.
It's becoming flock of seagulls.
Curl, just need a little more curl.
So all right, so blah blah blah, Pyrrhon. So next scene after that annoying scene was that Christine gets an offer on her house, and Christine's saying that they've already been back 3 days after their trip, and guess who hasn't come to dinner or showed up or whatever? Rhymes with Rhodey.
Well, Kody just can't be in Christine's. He doesn't want to go to Christine's house. There's no room in Robyn's house for Truly. And so he just can't. He just struggles to even be around Christine, to the point that I guess who cares about Truly? Because,
And listen, Kody said, he has no spot for Truly. Not even a walk-in closet. Nothing. Yeah. There's no place he could put Truly in Robyn's very packed house. And Janelle has got the cold water and no electricity over in Coyote Pass. So can't shuck her there. And the pond that dried up. So,
So he can't nut up for his daughter and figure it out and show up to Christine's. Christine would leave. She'd be like, go have fun with Truly. I'll go shopping or something, Take
her to Chuck E. fucking Cheese.
Whatever.
Like what? Go to the mall. Take her to Applebee's. Get a 2 for $20.
Perfect. Go on a bike ride if you're afraid to be indoors. I don't know.
You could just push her out the front door and hide behind it and peek and not actually show her face while he's picking her up. But no, he chooses not to.
Robyn's pretty big on the exterior. It looks like, it's like there's enough room for like a soccer team in there. I don't know. I've never been inside Robyn's house, so I can't tell you, but it looks like there's enough room for Truly. And isn't Dayton, right? Isn't he in college or something like that? Or the 2 oldest kids are adults now at this point. I don't know.
Exactly. They've all agreed to not go to school in person. So they're all still there.
Yes, because the stringent rules, all the other people, well, Mariah's, off in Chicago, all the other kids are mostly adults. I mean, Truly's really the only one left. Gwen is done. All of their kids are pretty much adults now, with the exception of Robyn's kids. Was it Solomon and Ari?
Yep. And then Truly. And then Truly's all that's left. Make an effort, bro.
I mean, you can't go there for and say, Christine, I'm coming over. I want to take Truly to Chuck E. Cheese, or I want to take her to McDonald's to the Play Palace and get her a Happy Meal or a sad meal. I don't know.
Just said, put her out on the curb and I'll pick her up.
Something.
Yes.
But he's in his own feelings, and that's all that matters.
Right.
So,
how's my hair look, by the way? Am I good? I don't know. I So is it working? Am I?
Yes.
I kind of like it.
Okay. All right. This is all natural. I have no product in my hair, so there you go. All right. So then, blah blah blah. Christine. Next scene, right? They're with the realtor, right? Janelle's friend.
Yes.
Did I miss
Yeah,
something?
probably.
If I did.
Well, they kind of jumped all over the place in the scene. So I'm like, Mary's still angry and hurt. that Christine doesn't see value enough in our family. You know, like we just randomly talk to her before we then randomly go and talk to the realtor. So this scene was all over the place. So
Before we move on to that though, I did notice something about Kody and his reaction to Mary's friend. He knows who she is, but he's not really. I don't think he's fond of her. I don't think so. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was agreeing with you. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
He's absolutely. He says he knows who she is. She's very, very loyal to Mary, and I think that irritates him badly.
And he said, I don't know if she's giving her good or bad advice, but it's her friend. You know, that's her friend. So whatever. Right. But like, it wouldn't matter. Like Kody, which we'll get to. Like he couldn't care if Mary, like, and I hate to say this, but lived or died.
Right. He did say that she does need a relationship outside the sister wives, and that he's glad she has that with her. And that's where he left that. But I felt he was very irritated in that. And I think that's part of his. I noticed that he was a little bit snippy with Janelle this show, and I think that he's irritated that she's standing up so much for Christine, which.
I want to get to the drag session because I got a lot to say.
I know, I'm trying to hold it.
We're almost there.
I got a lot to say. All right, so then Christine meets the realtor who happens to be Janelle's friend, which is really not that big of a deal that Janelle's friend's a realtor, really. At the end of the day, like, you know, who cares? They got an offer. And, like, all right, can you explain to me why Janelle didn't buy Christine's house?
Well,
she just wanted to like get to Coyote Pass and like and she wanted to be like, you know, like the first person to do it to get it going. Is that why?
Right. She wasn't buying anything, right? She was renting previously. It seems like this whole thing with Christine's house didn't come up till after she had already bought the RV. And yeah, I think she doesn't want to do anything that's not going to get them closer to Coyote Pass. I think she wants to get to the dream that was promised.
And when you say I have every line. Look, see the letters? I wrote down every line that they said. I am ready. I have so many pages. I
have like 6 pages today.
I am ready to go with this scene.
You both in your writing. I type mine on an iPad.
I'm also, you know, a court reporter, so like I'm used to this. Like this is now I'm in my element, right? So right. It's under contract, and then we said, like, you know, like how Christine said she sold her bedroom furniture. They were saging the house, kind of. I don't know why it was already sold, whatever. But like, right? Like, I don't know why she had to move like the bed into like the other room. That's it.
Yeah, with as fast as it's sold, I don't either. But I guess because they're still living in it until closing.
And I think she only wanted to like mess up only half the house. So that the upstairs, the upper part of the house stayed clean, and she just lived in the bottom. That's what they were saying, wasn't that? They've moved down, they've taken everything, and they're all down in the bottom. And that I have a feeling they're sharing a bedroom with that bed that looked like it was about that it would fall apart if they all got on it too quickly.
Okay, so like I'm using my iPad right now, like waiting for Black Friday to buy like a new computer. So Maria, on top of being a panelist and a moderator and a very good friend of mine, also has to like fix my sound. So she wears many hats. So I promise you, like once Black Friday comes, I could buy a new computer. This will not happen anymore. But until then, we have to deal with it. So, but like to Maria, she's like doing my sound. Like
sound lady.
I'm trying. It's not perfect. It's not perfect.
I hope you're feeling better, sweetheart. Okay, so do we get to the point where we could drag now?
Yes, it's under. So basically, she's decided she needs to get everybody together for a meeting. Christine needs to get everybody together for a meeting and tell them that the house is under contract and that she's leaving in like next week. She's moving, and it's gonna go great.
Christine said that Kody signed off on it already. He knows.
He knows. He
so,
does.
What's the problem then? Robyn.
I mean, Cody's definitely annoyed with Janelle because Janelle was like, congratulations. And he's like, what are we congratulating her for?
Oh, wait, so we're at the part now where we drag? Okay. So
sure.
Cody's like, I'm angry at everything. I'm angry at Christine. I'm angry at how, with the no time I've had to process this. I'm angry because my tendrils didn't curl right today. I'm angry that, you all hate Robyn. I'm angry at the world. Christine's like, I got an offer. And then Janelle, I love Janelle. Christine's like, I got an offer, and Janelle's like, yay!
Oh, I felt that pain. I mean, I heard it. I think I heard his pain go, oh!
But that's what she was doing. Like, I don't pretending that they're not divorced doesn't make them not divorced. This is the plan. This is what she's doing. I don't know why we're getting mad about it. It's like,
And then Cody's like, why is Janelle applauding it? And again, listen, if you've been following me on IG and whatever, I know I have not been live much this week, but I've been posting on IG a whole lot. And there was the video of Sarah and Gwen stating that, pretty much it's just Mary and Robyn now. That's it. And dumb Mary. Mary, I don't know. I just don't know. But there's been a lot going on. So Janelle's like, yay! And, cause you could see the alliances. It's like Survivor. You could see where the alliances are in this family. And then Cody's like, well, why is Janelle saying yay? And then Christine says, I found a house that I'm moving into next week.
Bye!
Bye con Dios. I'm out. This is such a great episode. I had to check off things, my lines, so I know I've said them here.
Now we're at. Do you have Mary's reaction?
You do it. You
oh yeah, she's like, what do you want me to say? Congratulations, you're leaving the family? Well, congratulations, you're leaving the family. She was awful. And then she starts going off about how she doesn't feel jealous. That
you know
she
what
can
the
leave whenever
first
she
thing
wants.
to say when you're not feeling jealous is that I'm not feeling jealous.
Right. You're trying to convince yourself,
For
real. Convince yourself. Yes.
She tried to escape 7 years ago and failed. And but I'm not jealous. No, I'm not. No, people say I'm not jealous. Why? Okay, go ahead, Maria. Sorry.
Yeah, she's like, it's not like I can't leave. I can leave whenever I want to. But my strength is in sticking around. Ugh.
Right.
And seeing if Kody will work it out with me, with our relationship. I like to leave the door open. Go ahead.
And then Kody says, listen, if Mary finds somebody else, I'm happy to see her go. Bon by fucking Aj. Get the fuck out. I can't even look at your face. And Mary's like, but I'm staying here. And I'm doing this. I'm trying to prove to Kody that I'm in this marriage. And Cody's like, if Mary wants to leave, there's the door. And please, I can't kick her out. Fast enough. Get out of here, man. Go. And she won't leave. She won't leave. All that bullshit.
What did he say? He said something. I mean, it's further on, but who cares? What did he say? Because it was something like if she wanted to take another lover or another man or something.
He wouldn't stop her.
But why did he say it like that? It was terrible, whatever he said. I'll have to.
He wouldn't stop her. No. But like then, and I'm jumping around a little bit right now, but then he says like, for the last 12 years, like, I've been trying to prove that this is a real thing, and we went public, and like, this is my family. So he's so butthurt that Christine is out. But when it comes to Mary, he's like, go fuck yourself. Out. Leave. Bye. I don't, Mary, I haven't loved you in 8 years. I don't want you now. I don't want you ever. And find somebody else. But how does that make it make sense? Please make it make sense. He's so mad about Christine leaving. But like, the thought of Mary leaving, he can't wait for. But wouldn't that still be disingenuous of him? Like, and this story or these values that he's trying to like, put out there into the world. As long as it's Mary leaving, like, it's fine. But Christine can't. It's either
He said at one point that he has had a long time to come to the realization or get to a point where he's not as upset at the fact that he and Mary's relationship is crud, but that this is new with Christine. It's all happening now and it's all new, and he's just really mad, and that's his reason. But I personally don't. I think he wants Mary gone so bad that when he walked up to the trailer in that one scene from a couple episodes back, he walked right by her, and then she had to say hi, like right behind her, and he turned around and went, "Oh, hi," and then made this awkward.
Yeah. Why are you here? Ew.
Kody wouldn't spit on Mary if she was on fire. Like,
yes.
That's how much he wants nothing, because Kody will never live down the fact that she tried to leave him, that she was the first wife, and she tried to escape. He will never, ever, ever, ever forgive her for that. And listen, maybe there's a little bit of that he shouldn't for. You know what I mean? And like, to go back to what was it, Wicked or Vulture? One redeeming quality in Kody. I don't think it's redeeming, but like my feelings would have been hurt too.
Oh, yes.
And I hate to defend Kody, but like, I can understand why he would feel the way he feels about Mary, because they were on the show. He's trying to like promote this vision, whatever. So like, yeah, and it's very clear that since that happened with Jackie and Sam, the same person over in Oklahoma, I can understand why Kody could never forgive, but at the same time, he's on the show and he still wants to promote the show of like, listen, we're all a big happy family. So, right or wrong, I don't know.
He's trying. I think that for that, yes, but also he doesn't take responsibility. It takes two to ruin a relationship. It's not all her fault. It's not Mary's fault why she went seeking. She had no one else. She was there on her computer. We saw all the stuff of it. She was there by herself. And so she sought something else that she wasn't getting from him. But it doesn't make it right on both sides. But yeah. But I do feel bad that it happened to him. But only about that much.
But he's had years to attempt to repair it or to address the pain or whatever the issues were. And he never did. He was just like, done. And it's,
Girls, go ahead.
I don't know, man. He drives me crazy.
I felt like he didn't even really try when they went to the therapist lady, that marriage lady that's there in Vegas. I mean, Nevada. That he didn't really, he was there, but he wasn't really there. He had no real issue or no real desire to be there and fix things with her in that moment. I think he gave up then. He was already done. So
he was. I think so too. And that's the way to, like, for him, he's dedicated to this idea of polygamy that he's putting forward, but he's not willing to do the work. He wants everybody else to just fall in line and go with whatever whatever scraps he gives them. Get in line with that. That's what you signed up for. Why are you trying to make me care about your feelings? Ew, gross. I'm not here for your feelings. I'm here to exalt God by squeezing out as many children as possible.
And also that's an issue too. She can't do that. So she was kind of like, okay, well, we'll hang her up over here. That's how I felt with that too. I always felt bad on the subject of she just had Mariah. She wanted so much more though.
Oh no, like with Mary, and Mary had a lot of miscarriages, and
Yes.
that's why I always felt for Mary.
Right.
She was the first wife. She didn't even give the firstborn. I think Logan was first, and then Aspen was second, and then Mariah was third. Coming from Mariah was Mary's from the first
I
wife.
don't know where Maddie falls in there somewhere, but
Maddie's up there. I know it's Logan, Aspen, and then Mariah, and then Hunter and Maddie and McKell. They all fall in afterwards. But
okay.
Those were the first three, and that's why and then Mary's only daughter wound up being a lesbian, and she would and listen, I'm gay, but I kind of understood Mary kind of being upset about it because now she's like, there's gonna be no wedding and blah blah blah, whatever.
Boy, but Christine's reaction to that when Mariah came out, that was awesome. I'm sorry, she got up and jumped up and hugged her. I was like, yeah. So
now we have Gwen, who is also and we got two in the brood.
I personally wonder about Hunter. That's my opinion. Because the fact that he won't let anybody show up to wherever he lives makes me think he's got a boyfriend that he doesn't want anybody to see.
Wicked. You still looking outside Hunter's window right now, girl? Do I need to come in and be a temptress? Let me know.
Just a quick drive down to Baltimore. Let's see what happens.
Baltimore is 4 hours, not even 3.5 hours away from here. I'm good. I'll drive to Baltimore. But yeah, it's just weird. So then Kody's mad that Truly is not upset about the divorce and the move because according to Kody, Christine got to him.
Oh, you froze.
Wait, did I freeze?
Oh, you're back. You're back. Okay.
Kody's mad now that because when he talked to Truly afterwards that according to Kody, Christine got to her and now she's okay with it.
Yes.
Right. Because kids couldn't possibly come to these conclusions on their own. But really, I mean, we hear that, listen, Truly seems very analytical. And so if you can make it all make sense to her, she's going to get as okay with it as she can get. And I think that's what she did. She had her feelings about it. She said, okay, I can make this make sense in my brain by thinking about it this way. And she talked to her sisters, right? She talked to Aspen and Isabel about it. And she got all her feelings out with them. And they made it seem like, hey, don't you want your mom to be happy? And she got okay with the situation. It wasn't Christine, but it doesn't matter because it's always Christine.
Also, he wasn't around enough for her to... He wasn't around enough for her to have that emotional connection with him. Once she heard it, the idea of change, which I kind of feel for her, it's a little bit more about the change than it is the person because of the situation. Yeah, it's her dad and all that. But from what we've heard, when they're together, they're not really ever really communicating. Like he's off on his phone and she's off doing her thing and that kind of thing. So I kind of think that if he had been around more, if he had taken those last moments or whatever and just forgot about his issues with Christine and given her her time, it may have affected her more. But I think that's part of it. He just wasn't there.
Yeah. If he wanted to help shape the narrative, then he should have had these conversations. He avoided these conversations and generally avoided interacting with her at all. So who do you have to blame if you don't bother to have the conversations?
That's why I got irritated when he was that irritated about the situation with her. You only get to be that irritated if you have put your effort in all that you can. And I know he didn't. Don't give me the stuff about he had to move around and he's got a lot of other kids and all this stuff. He only has the little bit of family he's got with Robyn. He's got 2 little kids over there and he's neglecting all the other ones.
Yes, he sure is.
He uses it as an excuse. Sorry, I went on a tangent.
We're always on a tangent. So let's get to this part. I was screaming, the church, the head of church. You're not divorced. Isn't Kody the head of your fucking church, bitch? Like,
He's the
like,
the head of, yes, the
tell me,
priest, head
they
priest.
know that Cody Brown is the head wizard of their fucking church. Sorry. He's like Dumbledore, right? In the Brown family.
Right.
So like, they got, shunned from their church. And then they're all sitting there in the circle, and Robyn like
Oh, this
according
one.
to like rules and regulations, like, you're not divorced yet until like you're with another man. If I was Christine, I would have called somebody over and like, ooh, God Almighty, like I don't know how Christine held that together, because but Cody's the head of the church, isn't it? Their church? Am I like?
So they were part of, or I think when they got married, they were part of the church that Christina's part was. Her family was out
Right.
of. It started with what starts with an A. I want to call it ASL, but I don't think that's the right letter combination. So and then at some point, I think because they started doing the TV show and they exposed that church to public scrutiny, they got a little bit of excommunication going on there. And so then Kody became the head of his own church, absolutely. Right. But he was already married at that point.
So and when she's talking about this church thing, I was
I had to fix my tentacles. Go ahead, Patty.
This one irritated me because she brought this stuff up about the church and said, if you don't even, the church it has to be recognized. Your divorce isn't final unless it's recognized by the church. But you're talking about a church that nobody is a part of anymore.
No,
exactly.
Christine, which comes up in a little bit, Christine finally says, they talk about this and it kind of works. But why in the world would Robyn bring up a church that none of them are in? They are, like you said, they are their own church now because they're not a part of that. So he's the one who's supposed to say yes or nay, yay or nay to the divorce, I guess, if he's the priest, the head priest or whatever.
The head wizard. I want to know which wizard they should have spoken to, because according to Kody, which he said, he's like the head of the church and the family. So, like, why are they like, ugh? Like, I was so like, ugh.
It really got me. Oh.
Yeah. No, and previously he has said things like, I'm never gonna, they can leave whenever they want. I'm not gonna make them stay here. And now the idea that one is actually leaving is just like, oh my gosh, no way. And then you got Robyn. I mean, she said a lot. She said a lot. Besides the paperwork, she's like, you have to prove that your marriage is broken. Normally there'd be counseling. Right. You can't just say I'm divorced, like you're Michael Scott on The Office declaring bankruptcy. You can't just go, I'm divorced.
Why is she trying to like sucker? Like, if they really cared about Christine, why are they trying to keep her there? Oh, but on a technicality. Oh, well, you didn't get the church elder's advice. Why are they trying to keep her there? She doesn't want to be there. She's not legally obligated to any of you.
Right. Well, according to Robyn, Christine just declaring her divorce like that invalidates her own beliefs, saying that it's like, these are just not the rules that we live by. How dare you do something different than the rules? We're spiritually married.
Says Robyn that came from a monogamous relationship, met Kody, married him spiritually, and then the Sorting Hat put her in Gryffindor. No, Slytherin. And then Robyn gets married to divorce Kody. She becomes the first wife, and Robyn alienates everybody else from him. But now Robyn wants to be like, oh no, I signed up for plural marriage and my kids aren't getting the benefit of it. Oh my God. Like, if I could slap somebody on a TV, like, I just wanted to give her like a 1, 2, and a 3 across. Like, I just like, are you kidding me?
Okay. Can we get to the most messed up thing she said though?
Please.
The most messed up thing she said was that, well, according to my understanding, technically, Christine is still married to Kody until she is physically with another man. She's not divorced until she's physically with another man. So that tells you everything that your marriage is about. If your marriage is just about, then
Well, that's a
how is
common.
that spiritual? How is that spiritual?
That's a common thing in religions and whatever, is that you're not actually considered divorced in the eyes of God until you have taken up with somebody else. Then you're cut. Then you're finally divorced.
I don't know how y'all do it on
Crazy.
the other side of the Mississippi. Like, I don't know what your rules are, like in Mountain and Pacific time, but this is insane.
It is. I don't agree with it. It just is. I grew up in that thinking. I when she said it, I went, oh, okay. See, because
You did? I was like, you are kidding me. That just tells you a woman.
I knew what she was saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a woman is just for a man, right? A woman just being off by herself and never wanting to get near another penis. No, that she's still married. What?
I saw it. I knew where she was going with that. I knew what her intent was and what she was trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't like it. Doesn't mean I agree with it. I just know what it was.
How about that? Yeah. What would a booty call be then? What would a call be then? Or they don't do that in Utah.
Well, they definitely do.
Or Flagstaff, or wherever, whatever.
They do a lot of weird things to get around the rules in Utah. Did you hear about bagpiping? Like, that's not a thing, is it? Apparently it's a thing if you go to BYU. Oh my God. Bagpiping.
You're shut from BYU, Maria. That's it. Yep, she is the born again virgin. Robyn is, and a crusader for polygamous rights. Robyn.
Yes.
How could she sit there and like lie? Robyn, we've been watching you for fucking 12 years, girl.
and Brittany Lynn made a really good.
Your fucking game, bitch. Stop. Just stop, Robyn. You need to stop.
And Brittany Lynn made it. So Robyn had to get with Kody to be officially divorced. That's exactly what if you really went and asked her about that. Now she may say, no, we were divorced. We were, legal divorce. But I don't think so. I bet you anything in their religion that even if you are divorced legally, you're still spiritually connected until you are with somebody else. And that's the difference. So she broke that.
Yeah, that's true in the regular LDS church to a certain degree. Like, you are sealed in the temple, yes, which means that you are married for eternity.
But they were not sealed in the temple. Like, it was
not in I guess in their church, whatever their equivalent is, I guess.
The Kody Brown Church of Weapons and Wives. that and outies and tendrils. That church.
I mean, that's pretty much what the regular one's like too.
Guys, the moderators, can you start passing the collection plates around for donations, please? And I thought us Catholics were bad. Like, Jesus Christ, this is crazy. Wow.
Yeah, no, I have a brother-in-law who is Mormon, and he was sealed to his first wife in the temple, and they got a divorce. And it was a process. She was already remarried when he was trying to get remarried later, like many years later, and he needed to get unsealed from her, and it was a process. And then that marriage fell apart, and he needs to get unsealed from his second wife. It's like a mess, like just the unsealing process is serious business.
So say you want to bypass the sealment, like just go to the attorney and say, I want a divorce. And then listen, you're divorced.
You are divorced in the eyes of the law. Yes. But the church, I guess maybe not so much.
And listen, Catholics don't like divorce either. And right. I think it's if you're divorced in the Catholic Church, I think you'd need an annulment to get remarried in the church, and so I understand. I'm being a dick right now, but I understand it. But like, still,
Yeah. Still. Yeah.
you're
There's a
talking
lot of
about, like,
rule
you know,
bending.
and I hate to say fictitious marriages, but um, um, you know,
Yeah.
if you're being sealed by God, then like, listen, I'm gonna be like, hey God, unseal me, I'm ready, and I'm good. I spoke to God. He said, "What's up?" And you're unsealed.
That's, I mean, if Christine's,
And
that's pretty much what Christine says, right? Christine's like, I talked to God and he's good. She kind of said that, but maybe not a little more delicately than that.
Me and God fist bumped. We're great.
it's like very serious, guys, like right now. You know, I don't want anybody to, you know, and this wig is not doing Kody because, you know, there's too much volume here on this wig. I just really need to pull this back. And, like,
You need like a half pony.
yeah, like have like, you know, one. Now I look like an English judge. Wait, hold on. Ah, thank God I'm gay. I'm Catholic, but I didn't get, you know, I didn't get married in Catholic church. Sure didn't. But I'm still Catholic. You know, even though like my matrimony sacrament isn't recognized by the church, I recognize it myself because I'm a Catholic and God made me this way, and I count my matrimony as a sacrament.
And I think that they do too. Robyn
Yes.
clearly does. So.
No, don't put me in the same boat as Robyn.
Just saying.
Listen, I would have loved to have gotten married in my church. I would have loved to have, but you know, obviously, we're not there yet, and probably never will be there. But I consider my matrimony a sacrament because, you know, God made me this way, and you know, if I had like, you know, 4 other husbands, then I'd be like, I don't know, you know, but it is what it is. So
Yeah.
where are we? Bring
Well,
us home.
I guess after this, like Janelle is like, as far as I know, your divorce just has to be recognized. She's not subscribing to all of Robyn's extra rules, and she's like, and she left the faith, so the rules don't apply to her. So she's kind of backing Christine up, yes, yet again, right? As Janelle does. And then we get Christine's story about her mom. Do you have that, or?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay, so she said that when Christine was 19, that her mom left the faith, or no, that she left her dad and plural marriage, and her mom was legally married to her dad, so they were, you know, they had a legal divorce. But then after that, her mom left the church, and I don't know. I guess that probably hit her in some kind of way. But Christine was still in the church, and you know, obviously believed in all of this still. But she also feels like I didn't have a legal contract like my mother did to bind us together. And so, and neither of us are in the faith anymore. So I can say I'm divorced and there should be no problem. It's hard to argue with her logic.
And when, like, you know, Robyn's saying, like, you know, you need the approval of the church elders, and Christine's like, fuck them. I don't believe in them. I'm out of the church. Why do I need the approval of elders that like I have no faith in? And again, I mean, Christine is winning. She's winning across the board.
She is. But Mary has something to say.
Oh,
and she says, Mary's just like, so she just decides it and Kody has to go along with it? She's so concerned about what Kody has to deal with. She says, Kody and I are in this situation and we aren't legally married, and I want to work on the relationship. He doesn't. Does that mean we just aren't married anymore? That's not how I consider it.
Breath, Kody says Mary can go to Timbuktu for all I fucking care.
And
like,
remember,
I can't stand her. I want nothing to do with her. Our marriage is done. Like, I want to unload her. Like, how could Mary watch that episode? Like, right? Imagine being Mary watching the episode, and then like her saying like, "Listen, I have faith. I'm hoping this is gonna work out. One day I'm just gonna stick around and wait." And Cody's like, "I can't stand the bitch. I can't wait for her to fucking leave."
Yeah.
Could you imagine being Mary and watching that? Like, Mary, stop making yourself look fucking stupid on TV. Stop it.
I mean,
And-
Mary is Kody in the Kody and Christine relationship. It's the same thing where Cody's like, I'm not ready for this to end, and Mary's not ready for it to end either.
in Cody's eyes and heart and everything, he has gotten rid of that marriage. He has decided that marriage is over. But according to Robyn, she has not slept with another man. Therefore, spiritually, they are still married.
All right, I like that.
There
What
you
if
go.
she sleeps with a woman? What if she sleeps with Jen up there at the old hacienda?
Does that I don't know. I assume that would work too. I don't know.
La Hacienda de Pirawan.
That's the one.
That one.
I just don't know. Do they have the same rules? I don't know.
Exactly. There's I'm saying they've been the rules according to what Kody wants.
What if they're having a good old fashioned clam bake in Pirawan? Is that? Oh, John, that is the.
Woo.
It feels like it doesn't count.
Line.
It feels like she can do that. It feels fine to me because it's not around the man, right? And everything must revolve around the patriarchy in this sort of a relationship. So seems fine. Clam bakes. Yay!
As long as Kody doesn't have to steam a clam, he's good. Let Jen do it. Steamer clams, Mary, you got it. In Utah, in Pirawan, away, and
Over there.
And listen, you don't have to come back here at all ever. Like, we're good. Like, stay there. And
What's coming?
awful.
What's coming? Food poisoning.
Awful people. Awful. That's the limit. This is a good Christian show.
And you lost your Counting Crows CD. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable.
A girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. And listen, maybe, okay. Maybe Mary knew the whole time that there was never a man. Maybe the whole time she knew it was Jackie. And maybe now she can, with Jen.
Well, maybe that's why she's hanging out with Robyn so much.
I always felt like that story about Jackie was just she knew a lot more. I'm sorry, I just didn't buy it. I had a hard time with it the whole time it was going on.
I told you all this would be a drag fest, so like here we are and doing it. Okay, where are we? Yeah.
I actually, if it ever came out that she and her friend were, I would actually stand up and cheer.
Right?
Yay!
Yeah, get it, Mary. Get you some lady love. It's fine.
Maybe like the whole thing. Maybe she knew it was Jackie the whole time. Maybe she was like, oh my god, catfish. Maybe that was her. Because I can't imagine being gay is like a great thing in the religion. Like when you're supposed to copulate,
Right,
procreate,
Exactly.
and all that stuff. So like maybe you know what? Guess that what? Get your minds ready to be blown.
I'm ready.
Mary knew this the whole time, and she used this as an excuse to get some hot scissoring action. Boom.
I think that's what Addie thinks too. Yeah.
Yes,
That
yes.
that was the goal the whole time. Clam bakes for everyone.
Yeah.
Woo!
like I said, I didn't buy it while it was happening. I'm like,
Ham
this is just
flannel
She's-
shirts.
I love a flannel.
Woodworking projects. I mean, like
I feel like you're describing my life, and I am straight.
my mom.
I love flannels and woodworking. Thank you.
You have like a Ford F-150 because Maria tried to talk later, and like I don't know if I you have a pickup truck.
My husband does, but I had my own for a little while. I had it was like a 67 Ford Ranger, you know, and it was like teal. It was pretty
Oh, but
cool.
those are cute though, like an old vintage Ranger.
It was an old vintage one. Yeah.
Oh my God! Listen, scissoring for everything. And listen, there's nothing wrong with scissoring. And if Mary's
I don't see how it does anything, but you know.
Listen, I don't have like a vagina or a clitoris, so I don't know what this would feel like, you know, like, but
Nothing.
like, listen, it's very popular amongst lesbians, so.
I don't think it is.
Oh, John, you just offended lesbians. Oh, how dare you.
It's fun to imagine for some reason, but I don't think it's going to get the job done.
I'm not familiar with those mechanics. I'm not. So
I mean, I guess if you really like, it would be a lot of just you need some friction. I guess a lot of friction would have to be happening.
like flames, like if you're on Survivor, like you know, like that, like trying to like start a flame while Flynn. Like,
yes, you need some friction, and you need to be hitting the right parts. And it just, you know, I think it would be
so
hard.
what if Jeff Probst was there monitoring
and giving advice and critiques along the way?
Yes.
Oh, I don't think she's gonna get it. No.
Oh,
Somebody's
John,
pulling in the lead. No.
John Yates, how dare you involve Jeff Probst in your wicked games? Survivor's a family show. How dare you? I said drag live tonight, so here you are. Okay, so where are we now?
Okay. So I guess we get to a point where Cody's like, "Oh, I'm sorry we've dragged this out so long." And Janelle, this is where some shit starts to get weird again. Janelle's like, I'm not. I think everything you guys did proves that you really put everything into it that you could.
And thank God for Janelle. She was the only one defending Christine.
Well, yeah, but then she's like, you know, this has produced all of our cohesive group of kids. And then Kody loses it. He's like, they're not cohesive. How would you snuff the flame? Well, I feel like you could do that, but that's about the only thing. Okay.
With the clam?
You know, some rubbing. I don't know. Godly, ole, ole, ole.
And then you see you know, like Christine at the end. Well, fuck these bitches for voting me out. Like, you know, I'm like with all like the names of the people that voted her out. Like, then you see like Christine like on Exile Island, you know, like waiting like on the island, like waiting to be brought back up. I'm sorry. No, Addie got me with the music. Sorry. Go ahead, Maria. You know, Boston Rob will be there, and like
I love Boston Rob.
I love him.
So anyway, Kody doesn't feel like his children are a cohesive unit, and he kind of loses it. He's like, they're not cohesive. He says Mariah's not fitting in well with the family, and of course, I don't know. They keep calling her Mariah at this point, so I don't know if she hasn't transitioned.
Mariah in like 4 seasons. Like she's gone.
But like she's Leon now, so the fact that they're still calling her Mariah is like weird. I don't know if that's like if she hasn't transitioned at this point,
Wait.
or
oh yeah,
or if this is a choice on their part to not call her by her.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, the only reason I'm even saying Mariah is because they're still saying it in the show.
Exactly.
But outside of it, when I talk about him or they or
I think they're
I
they
never
them.
know.
I think.
Oh, I'm trying really hard to learn, but
It is hard when we're talking Mariah and Leon. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
confusing.
Yes. So please,
when they
no
reference
offense.
her as Mariah on the show, and like you just said Leon, like I forgot completely about that. Like I didn't, So yeah, that's
So yeah, he's saying she doesn't fit in with the family. And it's like, what does he mean when he says that, knowing what we know? Whew. It's weird. I don't like it.
Lamara.
And then he says Peyton's not fitting in well with the family, which we know it's because Peyton calls Kody out.
And Garrison and Gabriel and Gwen and everybody who's an adult child calls Kody out. Yes. Has there been one adult child over the age of 18 that has said, you know what, guys, my siblings are wrong. My dad's a great guy. I'll wait.
Not that I've heard, but who knows?
Only the ones that are in Robyn's house.
Every adult kid that Kody has hates him.
But Kody explains why this whole thing is. It's because he and Robyn and the kids and her kids are having a constant connection, a flow. He uses hands, constant connection and a flow, a back and forth between. I'm not getting that with my other kids. They're not giving it to me. I was like, but you don't give it to them either. So if you're going to sit there and say that you're not going to give it to them because they're not giving it to you, that's very childish and narcissistic.
I know I wrote all this down. Where is it in here?
He did. He went on that whole tirade about how he was.
That's what he did. They're connecting constantly, which to me was they're feeding my ego constantly.
That is exactly it right there. Yes. Yes.
And he's making it all the kids' responsibilities to connect with him and not his responsibility to connect with the children.
But can we talk about like how Robyn completely misread what Christine said and attacked her for it?
Yes.
We haven't broached that subject yet.
Like, what exactly did she not understand? Because that was what was confusing to me.
Me too. And like Christine said, well, guys, 2 + 2 is 4. And Robyn said, fuck you, Christine. Like, I'm not splitting up the family. You're fucking wrong. Die.
Oh, I think it was the idea that because
what?
Yeah, exactly. It was the idea that because she had a difficult relationship with Kody, then that means everybody did or something. I don't know.
About Vegas, it was about Vegas, because Christine was saying that, like, yes, we've had problems for a long time, even when we were still back in Vegas. And that's all Robyn needs to hear.
Robyn thought that Christine was saying all of the relationships were having an issue. It wasn't. That's not what Christine was saying. She was saying their relationship, hers and Kody's, was bad back then, even beyond Vegas and all that stuff. But she took it as you're lumping us all in and saying all of our relationships and the kids, and it was all about the kids and how they were upset because they knew the relationships were bad back then, and she took it all and blew it all out of because she misunderstood. That's all. She misunderstood because Christine wasn't.
But Christine wasn't. Stopped her, like, and they were all sitting there listening. Christine's like, I never said that. Christine's like, huh? I never said that you and Robyn, that you and Kody were the only people that were happy in Vegas. And Robyn's like, what you did? And then everyone's looking at Robyn like, like,
I think you misunderstood the situation.
She flat out said those. You are a liar. She said those words out to her. I was like, I went stood up. Went what?
Yeah, she's like, this is a lie. I remember you guys having fun dates. I saw your relationship. Either you were faking it in front of me, or I don't know.
A flat out liar. You're a liar.
Yeah.
Like, whoa. Yes. Robyn, pump the perm. Robyn.
Yeah.
Pump the perm, Robyn. I think your hair is like a little too kinky for you right now, Robyn. Like, whatever permanent you just got, like it's constricting your brain. Like, wow. And like, who still gets perms?
I think her and Kody just curl each other's hair every night before bed.
Those little pink things, and then he goes to bed
Yes,
with a little
they put in
thing on
little
his head.
twisties.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get. No, I would never. I'm just gonna use the tendrils. I'll get a curling iron with my tendrils. I'll do that. But holy shit, like, holy shit, that was a lot.
Yeah, and then I thought it was cute when she said, Robyn said, "Well, then what did you say?" And she said, "I don't remember, but I know it wasn't that."
That's the truth, right?
Wicked. I'm talking about people like less than 86 years old. Yes, older people like her.
I had perms when I was young. Yes, I went through a perm stage.
Even Chutney from Legally Blonde.
All of my siblings did.
When the ammonium like glaucolite, got a perm. It's just the bone structure. I'm just saying, like, it's not. I don't know that perms are still a thing, but like I think Kody and Robyn sit in their house and like do home permanence. And like, let's just do.
Yeah, because he kept that perm up during the entire pandemic.
I sure did.
He had it tight. It stays. He's got good hair for permanent because those curls stay.
Yeah.
Mine always fell out in about 3 weeks.
Did you shower right after? Because I've learned from
No.
Legally Blonde that you cannot put water on your permanent to upset the ammonium diglycolide in your hair. That's how she won her case in Legally Blonde. I don't know if you guys have done that or not, but I've learned that about perm maintenance and hair care. So there you go. I'm going to send perms for everybody. My Christmas gift is all perms. Y'all are getting perms.
I made my husband perm my hair at this length. It took 12. It took 12 hours for him to roll.
Never again.
He says never.
Because you have to perm your hair like with that length.
You'd have to stack them. You'd have to stack the curlers.
It looked good when it was done for about 3 weeks. But yes, 12 hours. Whew. He says, never again.
Mara, no. Oh, she's a kidding. Good. Listen, if you want the perm, it's on me. Merry Christmas, sweetheart. I love you. And like, we'll do like our permanents together. Oh my God. I said this would be a drag session and I meant it. So, because we're not done yet still. What else we got?
Okay, well, Janelle says that she was aware that in Vegas that they were having problems, and Robyn's still like, well, I had no idea. And then Janelle's like, it feels like Robyn is trying to invalidate Christine's feelings.
Yep.
Like she's being as if Christine's being crazy and this is all happening on a whim. It's not a whim. We've watched 12 years of their marriage not being great. So she's got her eyes closed. I don't know. Let's see.
And Robyn's like, I remember the dates and you guys were talking and you guys were great. But then like, I don't know everything like that goes on behind closed doors. So Robyn, how much do you know and not know, Robyn?
Yeah, exactly. But then at one point she's like, you guys don't talk though. You guys don't communicate. Yeah, Robyn, thank you for walking like full force into the point. Correct. They don't talk though. That's your clue that their marriage isn't great, Robyn.
He doesn't show up and will not sleep on the couch. He has no interest.
Like, I've seen proof of them being unhappy in Vegas. And like, Janelle, I really felt for Janelle in this scene because like, it's clear that Janelle wanted to like defend Christine, but if she did too much, you had Robyn, Kody, and Mary like that. And, and Janelle kept saying over and over again, I don't like being put in this position. I'm in the middle. But Janelle knew the right thing to do. And that's why I never respected Janelle so much more. Like this episode tonight, like I was like, Janelle, I would be happy if Janelle was my mom.
I want to know her.
Listen, I would be proud if Janelle or Christine were my mom. Not you, Mary, not you, Robyn, but Janelle or Christine. Especially Janelle, because Janelle is in a bad spot. Christine's already out. And then you have Janelle trying to defend Christine because she knows that's the right thing to do. But she also has to deal with like Kody, Mary and Robyn and like get shit on from them for it. So like honestly, if I had to pick one mom from Sister Wives to be like my mom and guide me, I would pick Janelle.
I think that that's a good choice because, so to me, we saw the problem with Christine being a mother in this episode a little bit with regard to Isabel, where, when she was struggling through the beginning of this divorce, she was leaning really hard on Isabel and probably telling her too much and talking to her too much for that being Kody's daughter as well. And now we see Isabel going off to college and Christine wants to visit and Isabel's like, no, don't come. Because if you do, I'm gonna want to leave with you. And we need that space because her mom is too dependent on her. It's a codependent relationship that you should not have with your child. So I think you are right to choose Janelle.
And listen, all our kids are great. Like we just saw Logan's wedding. Hunter's doing well in Baltimore. Wicked, what's he doing right now? What's he eating? Wicked. Wicked's outside.
Grapes.
Janelle, and she's always, had like Janelle, I have so much respect for Janelle right now, which I never thought in a million years I would ever have. But I could not even imagine being in Janelle's spot, trying to because and just so we're clear, Mary was the first wife, and when Mary married Kody, they were monogamous. They were not. Mary did not sign up for a polygamous lifestyle, and then I guess after Kody's mission, he came back and decided he got the calling and needed multiple wives. And then there were someone said in the comments today or whatever like that, it was alleged that Mary was not nice to which kids? Was it Janelle's or Christine's? Or both, probably.
I don't know. I did hear something, but not the details.
About that, and and Mary, and again, Mary probably has every right to be upset. She got hoodwinked. She thought she was marrying a man, and it was going to be monogamous, and then then she could only have the one kid. I'm not trying to absolve Mary, but now Mary is so bitter and jaded. She's just awful. She is. And I will not be going to your baby.
The chat's going back and forth.
Usually the chat is on point. Today they're all over the place.
So both moms, both kids,
one, the other. I don't know.
I'd say put a 1 or a 2, but roll, just 9 if you like me. So there you go. Put a 9 in the chat if you like me. There you go. And,
a 9?
A 9. Just give me a 9.
Okay.
I really want to see the 9s rolling in my fucking comments right now. Jesus. Okay. So there we go. And no one ever uses 9. It's either put a 1 or a 2 or a 3. Let's use a 9 tonight.
Yeah.
I
like it.
There you go.
Where are we?
I don't know. I'm trying to pull it together.
So lie. Let's see. Validating. You guys don't talk.
Yeah, on Seinfeld. I have a wall of bangs. Remember Seinfeld? The early season of Seinfeld, I have the Elaine Bennis wall of hair up here. Sorry, go ahead, Maria. Didn't mean to throw you off again.
Oh, okay. I think we're pretty much we're right at the end. We kind of touched on this a little bit. We touched a little bit of this on the beginning about Kody and his feelings about basically that everything is being delegitimized because Christine is leaving him publicly. When he was on TV and all that jazz, and he was trying to show polygamy works.
But Mary tried to leave him publicly, and so is she tethered to a wall somewhere? What? Why is it okay? I don't know.
Because she didn't leave. But is that showing a good relationship? No, it's not. And then Christine says, would I be considered a fraud or a liar? I tried my best. I couldn't, with a clear conscience, stay with someone who had favorites and was breaking my children's hearts. I needed to stand with them instead. I did it for them. So she's saying the divorce was for her children.
I agree with Christine, like, and I think that Janelle, like, well, according to Gwendolyn and her best friend Sarah, not her girlfriend Sarah, her best friend Sarah, that like it's now down to Robyn and Mary, and like the only reason why they're keeping Mary around is to either A, shovel the driveway, take the garbage out, paint the house. I mean, like they need some type of servant, so that's why they keep Mary around because, like, you know. And
Bring the groceries
although
in from the
Robyn
corner.
and then Robyn says my kids got slighted, they didn't get the same experience that the rest of the kids got. Well, bitch, shouldn't have married like what, 15 years later into it, and then you made sure that you separated Kody from everybody else.
Yeah.
Robyn,
I watched an old clip the other day where like how every wife has a day that kind of go in order. So every third day when there was only 3 wives, you'd see your husband. And then while they were courting, Robyn gets thrown into the mix and she gets every 4th day. And Christine did not like it. She was like, you're not married yet. You don't get to cut into our time. And so I'm like, you could see, and Robyn's like, well, I don't agree with that. It's like, nobody cares what you agree with. You're not married yet. But
And
she was
that's what it was.
already making a power play.
and maybe Christine wasn't happy, like, like that she wasn't the newest wife anymore, or like, there was somebody, and that's, listen, I cannot imagine how to feel like when like you're sharing your husband with other people. Lord, I'm not cut out for that.
Christine did say she had issues with jealousy, so that probably played a huge role in all of it. I can't
And
even imagine.
I don't think many people are cut out for that. Like,
No.
you're always gonna be jealous and wonder, oh, well, is she sucking his dick like I suck it? Like, I don't know. Like,
I'd be like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
do I pleasure him better than the other ones? Like, why? What is Robyn doing in the bedroom to keep Kody? Like, is Kody putting it in the asshole to Robyn? Like, what is Robyn giving up? That
Well,
like,
you can't get pregnant like that, so probably not.
Well,
that's probably why it wasn't working with Mary.
I'm
He
just
wasn't
saying,
doing it right.
like, these thoughts run in your head, and I'm just being honest. People like the A, and it's just not the gays. Lots of straight people like the D and the.
Some do, and some very much don't.
So I could, I could never live that lifestyle. Like, where I'm always wondering if like the next wife is suitoring my man better than me, or why is he spending more time with her than me, or I could never ever live like that. No.
Right.
And I think that's why, like, most, I don't know about most, but like you're seeing this fall apart. And Kody at the end is saying, like, I worked 12 years for this, and like, I wanted us to show that we were legitimate, and like we were the voice, but at the same time he's pissed off that Christine's leaving, but he says, Mary, go fuck yourself, leave. I don't want you. But wouldn't you want Mary to still be in the picture to show that this works despite you guys having faults? Like, wouldn't that be a bigger, grandiose thing for him to reach out to Mary and him and Mary get close together again? Like, wouldn't that show the wonders of polygamy? And
the idea that you could work through it.
I don't know.
I mean, that's a bold move on his part, actually having to do some work and not just forcing his wives to do as they're told and just fall into line. They're just supposed to love him no matter what. They're supposed to be pumping out babies. Come on.
Well, they can't. Robyn's attacking everybody now because she's tired of being blamed, but he lives at your house. You got Janelle in Coyote Pass with like, no hot water and, a can of tuna fish.
I don't want a can of tuna fish.
You gotta take a shit outside. Christine's out. Mary's either living in like Boo Riley's tree or up in Pierwan. So you got that, and there you go.
Yeah. They are all spread to the wind. It's not working. Christine saw a relationship that was working in Robyn's and saw that she was never going to have it. And that he won't even show up for his kids.
I think we're all in rare form tonight, Wicked. I think we really are. Maybe we should do the Sister Wives Lives on Saturdays from now on. I like the energy y'all are giving me tonight. I really do. And this has been a hoot and a holler. It's been a blast. And now tomorrow we'll get to watch. Maybe we should do it. No, I can't, because I know on Monday I'm going to want to talk about the Sunday's episode. I know it. And I'm sorry it took me this long to get here. It's been a crazy week. Whew. I have to say that this is been the best season ever.
Yes.
It's a good one.
Because I stopped watching Sister Wives. I watched from the beginning, maybe 2 or 3 seasons. I'm like, ugh, this is boring. After the catfishing stuff was over, I'm like, yawn.
It took so long. The catfishing stuff. It just didn't
end. I have not missed an episode from the time it started.
And then when they left Vegas to
I watched
back to Flagstaff, yawn, boring. Yeah, but
dividing the land 20 times
with the surveyors and the pond that the ducks flew away with because they couldn't take it, and yeah, this has been good. I'm always surprised when Sister Wives comes back on, and
what are they gonna do next? I cannot even imagine where this is going to go. What in the world are they gonna do?
It's gonna be the sweet life of Kody and Robyn, and
I'm hoping for a spin-off. I want some spin-off of some Janelle and Christine stuff.
That would be great. Christine and Janelle are doing an event with Molly and Cynthia from 90 Day. It's about the water that they sell.
Plexus.
Yeah, and I have to be in the to go.
Join their team. Sell some Plexus.
I'm a horrible seller.
Me too. I'm not. No.
I'm not good at that.
Just gotta take pictures of yourself every day going,
look at my body now. So, not great on selling, but this has been an hour, 13 minutes. So this has been amazing. Is there anything else I need to say before we end this that we haven't said already?
Just Kody's reason.
Scissoring.
Scissor.
Addie, so you think Mary's scissoring Jen right now in Pier 1?
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm okay with that. It's fine.
Hey, Jen, you jumped in when we're about to end it. Is there anything else we need to say?
No, other than next week looks like it's going to be fire.
It's moment, oh no, you took advantage of me.
You stabbed me right in the kidney.
It was Carrie's mom. They're all gonna laugh at you. Oh, that's what reminded me of Carrie when Kody with his outburst. I'm am I watching Carrie's mom? Is that what's up right now? And then then Robyn has to chase after her man.
Then Mary doot right after. She gets up and walks out.
Mary has to lick the stones that he walks on, so he'll give her the time of day. Oh no, Kody. Listen, let me lick the gravel that you walk on so you don't get COVID from your sneakers on the ground. Oh, Mary's so goddamn desperate. I can't. Just fucking own it and get away. I don't know. Cody's done a real number on these people. And
he said it flat out, so maybe she's seen it now.
And I know they watch me. So hi, Mary. Are we good?
Yes.
I would do an after show, but it's already late, and So, and I promise, next week I'm gonna get back to that. But I don't have my computer, so until Black Friday, I'm working off Maria and Addie. Like, you know, they're running my stuff.
We're trying.
We're doing it.
And they're doing a fantastic job. And thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So until then,
Always.
I'm a little limited as to what I can do, and I'm not gonna pay a full price for a computer when I can get it, like, you know, at 70% off on Black Friday. So, sorry, I don't got Mary Brown's LuLaRoe money. Sorry, don't have it.
None of us do.
Don't have it. Sorry. So y'all have a great night. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you, Maria and Addie, for being here. Thank you guys in the comments for watching us on a Saturday night. And the show's on tomorrow night. And Monday night, I think we're going to cover it. So that's it. You guys have a great night. I will see you Monday.
Yep.
Much love to everybody. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.